right, we're up here in Boulder. Reed Fisher here, joined by the voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson, and thought we'd get a little check-in on how practice has been going. Mark, been up at it for a couple of weeks. What have you seen?
Well, I like what I've seen so far. In fact, Saturday, they had their first public scrimmage, so we really got the first elongated period of live action. When you look at, I think, the offense, Mike McIntyre had the same sense of this. The offense was sharper than the defense. Defense was missing 4 or 5 starters out there with various injuries. But I thought offensively, I thought Steven Montez looked sharp. I thought the offensive line gave him decent protection. They've got some work to do there. Running back core, without Philip Lindsay now, is with the Broncos. There's some new guys popping in there. I thought they looked pretty sharp. And obviously this receiving core has been phenomenal. I mean, they might be as talented as a receiving core as anybody in the country. So good things on offense. Positive things, yes, on defense with more room to work, I think, with the guys who were out last week.
Now, experience is probably an issue for this team, especially when you look at offensive line and some of the spots on defense. What do you share those concerns, A, and B, where do you see those concerns?
Well, I think there's the issue of, let's start with the defensive secondary. In recent years, there's been a Chido Awuzie, Kella Witherspoon, Isaiah Oliver, guys who we knew they were proven commodities that were NFL-level talents. I think when you look at the secondary right now, I think there's some talented guys back there, but they haven't been in the wars, if you will, and so we don't know about that. We'll see what happens when the lights come on, but at least the talent is there. And I think they're getting a good baptism under fire, if you will, because of the receiving core we talk about. As good as those guys are, they're getting tested against the type of level of competition that they're going to see in the Pac-12 all season long. So you feel good about what you're seeing there because they're doing a decent job covering these, top-level receivers. Offensive line is coming, and it's been a pretty consistent 5. However, with that being said here, a little bit in the scrimmage and a little bit on Monday today out of practice, you saw a little bit of juggling there. So I think early in the scrimmage you saw some pretty good run blocking. I thought they did throughout the scrimmage give time to the quarterbacks to throw the ball. So I think they're coming along, and they got a couple more weeks here to kind of work the kinks out. But so far so good with everything.
Well, it'll certainly help to have another year with Steven Montez. Have you seen some progression from him, and do you think he can be the leader that this team needs?
Yeah, I think so. We have seen progression. What Steven has always been is an athlete playing quarterback. He's got the huge arm, he moves well, he's got the size, and I think what you're seeing now is a guy that's becoming a quarterback who's athletic. And I know it's a kind of a thin distinction there, but I think it's a part of the maturation process. I think Kurt Roper's done a great job with him, helping him understand that you've got to understand what you're seeing out there. You can't just react. When he was in El Paso in high school, he could react. He was the best athlete on the field. You can't do that anymore. He's had moments as a college quarterback. There's got to be consistency. He's got to mentally play the game, and I think you're seeing that. Now, with that being said, he's undoubtedly the starter, but I think Sam Neuer has pushed him. I think Tyler Lytle has pushed him at times, and so there's guys nipping at his heels right now, which then I think helps him elevate his game as well. But so far, I've seen a more mature quarterback moving forward now in his second season as a starter.
He's the voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. You'll hear a lot from him as we go forward. Gary Barnett joining us again this year. A lot of fun things to look forward to here in Boulder with another season of Colorado football here on the Colorado Football Network.